Well, hello, class. Here we are already in week 6 online. And this week we're talking about recruiting the right candidates. And what's really important in this chapter is how do we go out and how do we hire the talent? How do we hire the best people for a job? One of the things that we look at is what we refer to as sourcing. And what is sourcing? It really identifies high potential people that will actually be recruited later to come into a firm. A lot of companies do this by looking at, especially the larger companies, the more global companies. They hire search firms and actually, in some instances, take away the talent from their competitors. As long as they're not doing anything unethical or illegal, they make the offers more attractive to people who work for competitors. And the thing is, depending on what our needs are for the position and for the company, our target markets are going to vary greatly. Are we looking at for our targeting? Are we looking at maybe if we're looking for internships? Are we looking at um, schools? Do we want to mold people from the bottom up? Do we want to promote from within? A sourcing plan prioritize more than many recruiting sources, excuse me, based on the firm's ability to look at its strategic plan, A, and B, to help it to make those strategic goals come to life. Let me give you an example. Every company has a long term strategic plan. Over a period of years, depending on the size of the company, its location, the type of business that it is, its SIC code. Firms look 5, 7, 12, 15 years out sometimes. Strategically, when you think about it, how many times are the firms going to change what their product or service is going to be based on the needs of their customers, based on what their competitors are doing that's different than what they're doing? That whole external environment is changing. So, what we need to do in hiring the right people is incrementally along the way, as we measure our long term goals strategically, we're looking at our short term goals and look to see if our staffing fits the needs of the strategic plan. If it doesn't, we know what we're going to do to close the gaps between where we want to be and where we actually are in our organization. For example, if we're not changing quick enough, do we have to hire a transformational leader? Do we need some more new equipment that um, is going to be needing someone very technically savvy in the areas that we need to be in to grow our company? So we're going to be looking at both traditional and non-traditional service pools and sourcing these types of pools through different types of media, some direct, some second party. Direct being, do I hire right from my firm, or second or third party, if you will, go to other recruitment sources, agencies that specialize in this, depending on the position, the dimensions and size of the jobs, the cost of recruiting. Um, all of these things are important. So we're going to be looking at, in this particular chapter, geographic targeting, non-traditional and traditional service pools, and then come up with a sourcing plan. All right. Also, keep up with your assignments for this particular section. You should be, looking at all of the participative discussions that are now due. I think that's really important. Look at the hypotheticals that are due up to date. That's important as well. And obviously, this week, if you have any questions whatsoever, you know how to text me 617-842-2856. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see you for week 7, a week from Monday, a week from today.